This is the 50-year-old Armstrong Victory Bell. It's newly restored for this homecoming game. Traditionally, it is rung after every Linn-Mar touchdown. Lions are hoping it'll be ringing all night long. Deshaun Jackson is a big, strong man, but he was born with a heart that didn't follow suit. It's one of the many reasons he's grateful to be playing in his first NCAA tournament. Coranda's stats as a pitcher are staggering. I'm standing on first base. For every one batter she allows to get here, about 6.5 players will come to the plate, strike out, and head right back to the dugout. Yeah, guys, it's the first time this stadium has hosted the state baseball tournament, and so far it's gotten pretty good reviews from players and coaches. Name any WNBA legend. You might like Cynthia Cooper, Candace Parker, Maya Moore, just to name a few. They've all got cases to be the greatest, and they all were, at one point, rookies. And none of them did what Caitlin Clark just did. 1-2 pitch, crushed, deep left field. Higdon back at the track, at the wall. You can say goodbye. Home run, Jake Miller. He has to re-energize the fan base, get butts back in seats here at Carver Hawkeye Arena. He also has to rebuild a roster essentially from scratch. Check out the conditions they are working with. Yes, this is my shoe. Volleyball is always a big deal inside this gym, but on September 17th, the Hawks are serving up something different. West Delaware and Mount Vernon will play here at Brown Field in what is believed to be the first outdoor volleyball match in Iowa high school history. Getting a Drake flag is a dream for many Iowa track athletes, so getting 3 would be incredible. Doing it all in the same year, though, that's not just amazing, it's nearly unprecedented. But Quinton Nauman, that guy, had a chance. It's 4th and a million. Coach Chandler, what are you drawing up? Reddick with a sky-scraping pass. Colin Decker is under it for the touchdown. Liberty can take the Caravan to Cedar Falls. Lightning win it 21-13. With 3 individual state titles to her name, Bolte is already one of the best golfers in the history of the state. And while she celebrates those accomplishments, she's always looking forward, never in the rearview mirror.
A win's a win. It's good.
Hey, Scott, it kind of feels like a Field of Dreams atmosphere, because if you build it, well, you know the rest. These are 2 of the best athletes in state history. On the left, Stacy Freeze, a Hall of Famer as a high schooler at Cedar Rapids, Washington, and at Iowa State. On the right is her daughter, Sydney Huber, a multi-sport, multi-time state champion who easily stepped out of her mom's shadow. On this Mother's Day, I spoke to Sydney and Stacy as they look back at their relationship, their careers, and what's next.
You win a state title, it's just everything came together at the end. It's always a dream, and you know, once we'll come back, you know, when we're older and see it in there, and we'll always have all the memories.
That was 1995. Stacy Freeze had just wrapped up a state championship season with Cedar Rapids, Washington. She'd go on to have an All-American career with Iowa State.
Has to fire, gets it! Stacy Freeze!
Before playing with the WNBA's Utah Stars.
Those are the things that you carry along. I mean, they're still, you know, my best friends. You know, we stay in touch, we go on trips, lifelong memories and relationships that were built through the years, just playing basketball.
30 years later, Stacy watches back the tape with her oldest daughter, Sydney.
She makes fun of the way I shoot. Or
you
I
used to kick your feet like that.
I don't know, I couldn't get it there. I wasn't strong enough.
Sydney's a superstar herself at Mount Vernon. How much of your game, if any, do you kind of borrow from your mom?
Yeah, I would say the shooting probably. I think that's something that we were both probably best at. She was more of a point guard, I guess, and I get more rebounds than she did, but...
I used to be able to beat her in one-on-one, but I really can't anymore.
Stacy Freeze is one of the most feared point guards in the nation.
How much do you really know about how good she was back when she was your age?
I mean, people come up to her when we're out to eat, and the last week we were out to eat and a lady came up and was like, "Are you Stacy?" So, I mean, but yeah, she doesn't like to talk about it much.
Stacy has coached her daughter's AAU team since 4th grade.
Something to like look forward to every night. We were going to practices together, getting to be coached by her and just see all my friends.
You're on the court, and then you're at the dinner table. You're a mom and a daughter, and you're a coach or a player. How do you balance that?
we definitely had our moments, right? But she always handled it well. There were definitely moments when we were in the gym and I said, I've said, I'm your coach right now. So, just separating the two, like I'm trying to push you, I'm trying to help you get better. And then, once we leave, it's done, So I do think we did a good job at that for the most part. She's a really hard worker, and I think we have always stressed, it was always stressed to me that you kind of get out of it what you put into it, and she actually balances things a lot better than I ever did, because she's always kind of like, I got it handled.
30 years after Stacy's state championship, Sydney capped off her career with not one, but 2 titles. In basketball, Sydney scored 24 of Mount Vernon's 47 points in the state championship game.
It doesn't even feel real, but it's just so great. We worked all season for this, and just to finally be here is amazing.
Before that, Mount Vernon took home a volleyball championship. Sydney led the state in assists.
Ever since we lost in the championship last year, that's been the goal for us, and just to see it come true is amazing.
From 7th grade on, she went from basketball practice to volleyball practice to every day of the week. Thankfully, she had amazing teammates, amazing families, because, you grow up together and you're with them so much.
Sydney isn't following her mother's path to Ames. She says she's confident she could get on the court early in her career, playing college ball at Evansville.
I think it'll be hard at first, just learning how to do stuff on my own and not have people to come home to and stuff. Yeah, I think I'll miss it a lot.
What stood out about Evansville to you?
Just the coaching staff and all the girls. It's just when I visited, I just saw it as a place that I could see myself playing at, see myself fitting in, and I just really like the vision for where the program's headed.
So what's it going to be like as she's over in another state? You're not coaching her anymore, you're not watching her play high school ball.
Being in the Missouri Valley is great because I think we'll be able to see her. And, I rebound a lot for her. And I said, I have loved every minute of it, but it's a lot. And I said, man, I feel like I'm going to have hours of my life back,
So you're going to be happy?
No, it's great. Last summer I coach her and I coach our youngest. So, coaching both teams, it's a lot. It's a ton of hours. I would never change it for anything. But she's ready. As a parent, you do your best to raise them as well as you can and to prepare them, and she's ready.